Welcome to another hazy and cloudy Prairie Sunset Ranch Farm vlog. Nah, who am I kidding? It doesn't rain here. These aren't clouds at all. This is smoke from northern Manitoba. It's making it real nice out here to get some fresh air, and you go into the house smell like a wiener roast. It's pretty awesome. But anyways, good thing it's dry out, because hay wouldn't be drying this typically, but this hay's already dry. This rolled in this morning, and I guess there's some wildfires up north. Blew right in. Well, remember to be kind and hit that subscribe and hammer that the thumbs up too. It wasn't good because it was unedited in the raw. So in this weekend's video, I have a few subjects I want to touch on. Number one, I want to share with you a few key points to note. Things that we have learned trying to navigate and deal with this severe drought we are experiencing. How it's impacted us, what I have learned just from dealing with it directly head on. Number two, we're going to touch base as to cattle prices. Cattle prices being impacted by this severe drought. Everyone's selling out in the area, including ourselves. We're taking animals in. Everyone's getting rid of whatever they can't feed and look after properly. So anything that might be a cull or even a good breeding stock that looks at someone the wrong way might be gone this year. So, you know, for example, when I went there, there's probably between 1,000 and 1,700 head of cattle in July. This is a mid-July sale. Pretty scary. You don't see that very often. I didn't videotape us loading the cows because it was a tough decision. I did not like making that decision because a lot of those animals that went on those trailers, they shouldn't be culls. But you have to make a decision, right? It was tough. It's a tough call. Anyone that has cattle or livestock, you know how hard it is to deal with. Anyways, we're going to touch base on the prices I got at auction and how it's impacted by this. Also, number three, we're going to check out the water situation. I'm going to let you know how that water is doing for this heifers and the young replacements. I'm going to let you know how they're doing and how they're utilizing that water that we're carrying them on a, well, not somewhat regular basis. And we're going to make some alfalfa hay. I found a patch of alfalfa that we had to get down while it's still good. Is it thick? No, but it's better than nothing. So we moved from the swamp areas for a couple days to get the alfalfa down. And then next week, we're gonna go out to where it's real hairy, out to where it gets real dangerous for the equipment. And that's slow haying, but I'm hoping for better yields out there. We've cleaned it up the last couple of years, so hopefully it goes pretty good for us. But anyways, Aaron, that's enough chit chat. Let's better, and get her. Woo! So Aaron, how has the drought impacted your thought process? Well, dealing with this drought head on, I'm telling you, this is a relentless enemy. This drought is bad this year. Of all the 4 years, I think it's a little over 4 years we've been in a drought, this is the worst on record. This is tough to deal with. But what have I learned? I learned a few key points. Number one, Aaron, it's nothing you did wrong. I have learned that it isn't anything I'm doing wrong. You have to get past that, because a lot of guys, a lot of girls, anyone involved in livestock, you put this weight on your shoulders and you think you are failing because it is something you did. It is not that way. Everyone's in the same boat. It is nothing you did wrong. It's a sad reality of Mother Nature having a lot of power over agriculture. That's for sure. Number two point that I figured out during this drought, which I adjusted my thinking, is, well, I initially thought, how many animals do I have to sell? How many animals do I have to sell? That's how I'm thinking about it. Really negative manner. But as I've dealt with it, selling a couple loads of cattle here, it's more of, Aaron, how many animals can you feed really well? How many animals can I properly look after with the hay I have to look after these animals as best as I can, so they come out of winter in really good shape, healthy with calves. I do not want to starve any animals. I want them to come out on top of the game this year because we need them to produce this year. So don't try to hang on to every last animal you can. Try to just look after what you can really well. So that's number 2. Number 3, I have been researching like crazy. I am talking to anyone I can. I have to get a game plan for next year. I am planning for another year like this. I got to figure out what I can do to protect myself, to have something. So if we have another year like this, I'll have to sell more animals. It's just the way it is. But you want to stay in operation. So I'm going to have to figure out which crops I want to grow. I have to get the land ready very soon for this if I'm going to do this in the spring as planned. So 3, you got to plan ahead. We really learned to plan ahead here. For the water situation, we're going to plan ahead. We're probably going to have to drill a well there. Unless we get an abundance of rain sometime soon, which it doesn't look that way, then you can bet we're going to be drilling a well. Number 4, mental well-being. Mental health. You have to try to stay positive. You got to do it for your sake, for your family's sake, for your kids, whoever it may be there, for yourself, because it really gets to you. You know, I lost many nights of sleep over this. I am coping with it good now that I got a game plan a little bit, but it's not easy. So there are people you can talk to. There are so many resources available to us now. If you need to use a resource, don't feel bad about it. This is tough. This is as bad as it gets. For anyone out here that's dealing with this garbage, you can bet it's straining. You know, you can't have it start straining your relationship with your spouse or you know, interfering too much with your life. So you got to stay positive and just pray for the best. If you're not in a good frame of mind, talk to someone about it. Don't bottle it up. Because I don't know, it's tough. It's easy for me to say that, but you got to really bear that in mind. You can't let it ruin your whole year, because we got to feed these animals all year. So you got to learn to deal with it, I guess. The last point I wanted to share is I found that I got to really come out of the gate hard. You cannot give up. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. Stay optimistic. What comes up must come down, vice versa. If I said that wrong, I don't care. I'm an idiot. So anyways, you know, those are my key points. I've really pulled through. Those are the ones that stick out in my mind. Those aren't scripted. Those are things I've learned. So anyways, take it as you wish. But that's what I have really comes to mind when I think of dealing with these crazy bad conditions. Look at that horrible bale that didn't tie. That bothers me. I better go tie that up before it blows over. But yeah, anyways, so let's get on with the show. That's enough talking. Let's go make some bales. Well, we've been giving her out at the swamp. We moved back to an alfalfa field. We found some alfalfa in the middle. I must have missed it, but we're gonna take it down. It's fairly high, it's not heavy, but hey, alfalfa is alfalfa this year, so it's worth its weight in gold. I had a couple problems with the baler. I had, sorry, down there, those 2 sprockets, the little one and the big one, the one behind it, those had to get replaced. So they're pretty big. They're major ones that are in the casings or castings. So they're mounted in there. So we did all 4. This side wasn't as bad, but we did all 4. Why not, right? So we should be good now for hopefully another 10-20 bales. But let's go check out that field and make a couple nice bales. Anyways, hopefully the baler stays nice and cool, the berries, because if there is a fire on my baler, I probably won't notice it or smell it, because it smells like a campfire or a bonfire out here. But we found that there was a little bit of alfalfa grasses. The alfalfa actually, you know, it's not heavy. It's far from being heavy, but that's bad when I'm showing you this thing. This looks better than the rest of the alfalfa. But you see, grasshoppers are still around. So this is about 5 passes. This is about the kind of windrow you're getting. This is nice and dry. It's cut yesterday, raked up in the evening. We're gonna bale it up, but we're gonna cut this chunk down and see what we get from it. Well, here's your alfalfa bale hybrid. I'm just gonna tell the cows it's chocolate sprinkles for them. Well, here's our weekly check on the bale monitor. There we are. 189 rolls. Is that lots? No, that's about what I expected. It's pretty bad, but it's good given the conditions, I guess. You know, we basically went out to the alfalfa fields first to get an idea, a feel for what we're getting off the fields there. And then, as I said last video, we abandoned the idea of cutting the fields and went out to the swamps. We cut lots of swamps. I found, as you're going to see, or as you saw, we have some alfalfa I found with pretty good stands. It's not super thick, but hey, even if we get 15 alfalfa bales, better than none. So I showed you those bales, but I think after we're done this alfalfa field, which we're almost done, I'm gonna probably head back out to the real rough parts of the swamp. Hopefully we'll get a few bales off there, but time will tell. Those bales are expensive. Those bales probably end up, you must probably have close to $100 per bale in there when it comes down to it. I don't even like think of it like that, but it's crazy. Well, when I dropped the cattle off at auction, when I saw the lineup of trailers all the way to the highway, I was really nervous. I was worried I was gonna give my animals away. But given the conditions, I'll tell you this, just by glancing over the receipt here, I'm looking at, you know, a 1,700 plus pound cow. You know, I got around 73 cents. I ranged anywhere from 73 cents up to 79.50 for the cows. Am I disappointed in that? No, not given the condition and the state of this place. You know, for a couple replacement heifers, that was a tough pill to swallow, but I took them in. I got around $1.63, I think it was for them. They're around 8 something mark, 850, something like that, 850 pound mark. They're nice. These are all nice animals. These weren't scrappy animals. So that's how our sale looked. So was it a tragedy? No, it was better a month and a half ago, the cow prices, but I'm not complaining about that. I was really surprised that there's still, the price hasn't bottomed out, because with everyone flooding the market now, everyone like us, we're all in the same boat. This whole area, everyone's in the same boat. We're all clearing out whatever we can't feed. Well, with everyone in panic mode out here, all the animals hitting the auctions, you know, between 1,000, 1,700 animals, you know, it really tells me, wow, there's got to be more wheels in motion here than we think. For the prices to stay somewhat remotely there, I think it's definitely due to the eastern feedlot buyers. I think they got a lot of feed. I was messaging a person from Ontario, and they said they had lots of corn. They operate a 1,200 head feedlot. They said the corn's really good out there. So hopefully that stays the case if when guys are forced to sell, such as myself and most people in the area. So hopefully we all get somewhat of a price before it falls out the floor here and crashes. You know, I was actually, to be honest, I was expecting 58 or 62 cents a pound. I was ready to get that because I just thought everyone would be in the same boat here and flood the market and buyer's choice. But it's good to see that it's still on earth here, the prices. So let's hope it stays that way. Well, this water, this 650 gallon tank lasts for 2 days. So on the third day you have to fill it. We found with them. They were drinking from another source. I think they probably have found a little hole somewhere, but now they're drinking exclusively from there. So this isn't, some people were like, oh, isn't there a better system? Absolutely. This was just thrown together last second. This is just to keep them going right now. I'm just figuring out whether I should drill a well or wait until spring next year. I'm not sure what to do out here, because you like to think the drought has to end sometime, but I guess it doesn't. It really doesn't. So I might drill yet. If I do drill, it'll be out over there. I'm not sure yet. I gotta just play it day by day here. As far as this goes, this isn't the end of the world. We haul water every 2 days. It's not a big deal. Clean it out every couple days, and it's big enough. It keeps them full of water, keeps them hydrated. So it's worked out well. Well, much like this destroyed, brown, crispy, dried out, horrible excuse for a hayfield, I am done. I am throwing in the towel. I will see you next weekend with an all-new Prairie Sunset Ranch farm vlog. Be there or be square, my friends. Have a great week. See you then.